Students, today I am going to discuss about the limitations of pH scale and effect of temperature on pH of neutral water. So first is limitations of pH scale. The first limitation is that the pH scale of the solution do not give us any exact idea about the relative strength of the given solution. It doesn't give us any exact idea about the relative strength of the given solution, whether it is acidic or basic, how much is the strength of acid and how much stronger or weaker is the acid. This exact idea of the strength of acid and bases was not given by the pH scale, and it can be explained as, suppose if we have a solution having pH equal to 1. Now in this case, the solution with pH 1 has H ion concentration about 100 times than that of solution having pH equal to 3. It means if the solution has pH equal to 1, in that case the concentration of hydrogen ions is 100 times to the solution having pH is equal to 3. As it is 1, it is 3. It doesn't means that it will not be 3 times. So in this case, the concentration of the ions or the H ions will not be 3 times, but in actual practice it was found to be 100 times, because we can find out the change in the pH value of the solution as change in pH value of 1 unit of any solution is always equivalent to tenfold of H ion concentration. It is always equal to tenfold of H ion concentration, means 10 times. Now here the difference in these two pH is of 2 unit, therefore the concentration of hydrogen ion becomes 2 times of the tenfold, therefore it becomes equal to 100. So with the help of these pH values, we doesn't have any exact idea about the relative strength, how stronger or weaker is the given solution. Second point is that suppose we have two solutions of HCl. One is having concentration 10 raised to power minus 5 normal, and second solution having concentration 10 raised to power 2 into 10 raised to power minus 5 normal HCl. Now as given here, it was observed that these concentrations are almost, this concentration term is twice of this concentration term, but in actual practice when the pH of the solutions are measured, it was found to be 4.4 and it was found to be 4.7. so in this case the concentration are given to us of the two solution is double as compared to this concentration. The concentration of this first HCl solution is double as compared to this second HCl solution, but the pH values are 4.5 and 4.7. These pH values are no double here. So with the help of this pH value, we doesn't have any idea about the relative strength of the acid. Next point is that if pH of a solution comes out to be 0, is obtained in one normal solution of any strong acid. Suppose we have taken any strong acid having concentration 1 normal. Suppose in that case pH of the solution is equal to 0. So if we have taken the acid of different normalities, 2 normal, 3 normal or 10 normal, etc., it was found that the values can be negative here too. In this case the value can be negative. Suppose we have 10 normal HCl. So in this case concentration of H ion becomes equal to 10 raised to power 1. Therefore the pH becomes equal to negative log of H ion concentration, or this value is equal to 1. Clear? So the values of this or pH values for any strong acid having different normalities, 1 normal, 2 normal, 3 normal, 10 normal, etc., they can have the negative value of pH also. Clear? For example, if we are taking another strong acid such as H2SO4. Now we are taking the example of another strong acid named H2SO4 or the sulfuric acid. Now in this case the concentration of H ions is suppose equal to 2 molar. The concentration of H ions is 2 mole. Therefore this concentration of hydrogen ion can be expressed in pH form as pH is equal to negative logarithm of H ion concentration. So in this case the value comes out to be minus log 2 minus log 2. By putting the value of this log 2, it becomes equal to minus 0.3010. Again, the pH of solution comes out to be negative 0.30. Similarly, if we are considering the solution of stronger base, in that case pH of solution can be greater than 14. These are the cases if we have taken strong acid. Suppose if we have taken any strong base such as sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. In this case, it was observed that the pH of solution can be greater as compared to 14. The pH can be greater than 14, it may be 15 or so on. ठीक है, it may be greater than 14, it may be 15, 16, etc. Now suppose we have taken 10 normal NaOH solution. Suppose we have taken 10 normal solution of sodium hydroxide, which is a strong base. Now the concentration of this OH negative comes out to be 10 molar, or it becomes equal to, or the concentration of H ions in this case was found to be 10 raised to power minus 15 molar. Hence the pH comes out to be 15. But in actual practice, the solution does not possess pH greater than 14 or less than 0. So in practically we can say that in any kind of concentrated solution, the ionization is not complete. Hence the concentration of ions in the solution is always less than the theoretic value. Suppose we have taken any concentrated solution. Suppose we have taken the concentrated solution. So in such type of solution, the ionization is not complete. Ionization is incomplete. Therefore, in such type of solution, the concentration of ions, whether it is hydrogen ion or it is hydroxide ion, the concentration of the ions is always less than the theoretical value. तो उस केस में जो भी हमारे पास concentration आएगी, that will be less as compared to the theoretical value of the pH given to us. Clear? Now third point is that if a solution is taken in which the value of concentration is 10 raised to power minus 8 molar. Suppose this is a solution of acid. Now this acid does not have value equal to 8. In this case, pH of solution will not found to be 8. This value of pH is always lesser than the theoretical value. So this value is not equal to 8, but this value is closer to 7. तो उस केस में जो वैल्यू है गिवन एसिड की, that is more closer to 7. Secondly, suppose we have taken the concentration of strong base such as NaOH found to be 10 raised to power minus 8. Suppose this is the concentration taken for strong base like sodium hydroxide. So in this case, the pH of solution will not comes out to be 6. Clear? So again the value is lesser than the theoretical value. Therefore in this case again the value comes out to be closer to 7. Whether it may be greater or it may be lesser than 7. In case of acid, the pH is less than 7. In case of bases, the pH is greater than 7. So it doesn't comes out to be equal to 8 or comes out to be 6. Clear? Next is the effect of temperature on pH of neutral water. What is the effect of temperature on pH of neutral water? As we know that ionic product of water is equal to 10 raised to power minus 14 at 298 Kelvin temperature. This value exists only at this range of temperature. So at this range of temperature, the pH of the solution of neutral water is equal to 7 only at this temperature. If we increase the temperature, in that case it is found that there is more dissociation of water molecules. There will be more dissociation of given water molecules into respective H ions. तो जितना डिसोसिएशन फास्ट होगा उतने ही हमारे पास H ions का नंबर कैसा आ जाएगा, ग्रेटर. As a result, when temperature increases above 298 Kelvin or more than 25 degrees Celsius, it was found that dissociation is greater or more dissociation of water takes place. As a result, more number of H ions are produced. Therefore, as more the number of H ions, therefore the concentration of solution also increases and it becomes less than 7. In that case, the concentration or pH will be less than 7 because we are taking neutral water. When temperature increases, concentration or dissociation of the ions, H positive ions, increases. Therefore, now we have greater number of hydrogen ions. As a result, concentration increases. Therefore, pH become lesser than 7. Clear? So the pH of neutral water decreases more and more than 7 as temperature is increased. तो उसमें जो pH है that can decreases than 7 as we increases the temperature, and at any temperature the concentration of H positive and concentration of OH negative ions are always equal. तो उस केस में concentration respective temperature पे 298 है, 300 है, 330 है, तो respective temperature पे जो concentration है that becomes equal always. For example, if we are having water at 298 or 273 Kelvin, first है if we are having water at 273 means 0 degree Celsius. In this case, the value of the concentration of H ions, or we can say that the ionic product of water, was found to be 10 raised to power minus 15. So in this case, the pH of the solution at this temperature becomes equal to 7.5. Therefore, the pH scale indicating the range from 0 to 15. If pH for neutral solution is 7.5, in that case it will ranges from 0 to 15. Second case, when temperature is further increased about 273, suppose now we are heating this neutral water at 330 Kelvin temperature, it means we are heating the water at 60 degrees Celsius. Therefore, again on heating, dissociation increases, concentration of H ions decreases and pH become less than 7. Therefore, the value of ionic product of this water comes out to be 10 raised to power minus 13. So in this case, pH comes out to be 6.5 and the range of the pH chart lies from 0 to 30. Clear? Suppose we are taking example of human body in which the normal temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. So the pH of neutral solution in case of human body comes out to be 6.8. These are the effect of temperature on pH of solution. So in case of neutral solution, when pH increases or temperature increases, there will be more dissociation of water into respective H ions. Greater the number of H ions, so greater the concentration of hydrogen ion, lesser will be the pH. At 273, pH lies from 0 to 15 because the pH comes out to be 7.5. At greater temperature, it will be further lesser, it comes out to be 6.5 and so on. Now, how can we measure the pH? The pH of a solution can be measured with the help of universal indicator or with the help of pH meter. Only the pH meter gives us the appropriate or the almost exact values within the range of 0.5. So we can use the pH meter or we can use the pH paper. Now problem based on calculation of hydronium ions and hydroxide and concentration as well as the pH of solution. The first question in problems is given to us, calculate the concentration of hydronium ions and hydroxide ions at 25 degrees Celsius. Given to us is, we have provided with 0.02 normal solution of HCl. Normal solution of hydrochloric acid, and second solution given to us is 0.005 normal NaOH solution. So let us start from this. We have 0.02 normal concentration solution of HCl. Now we know that this HCl is a strong electrolyte or strong acid, therefore it will ionizes completely in the aqueous solution to produce hydronium ion as well as Cl ions. Clear? Now the concentration of hydronium ion is equal to concentration of H positive ions is given to us is 0.02 normal. Now the normality is expressed in terms of molarity because the acid HCl given to us is monobasic. The basicity of this acid is 1 because it can produce one hydrogen ion from the aqueous solution. So this can be written as equal to 0.02 molar because the given acid is monobasic, therefore normality becomes equal to molarity. Therefore now the concentration of hydrogen ion becomes equal to 0.02 divided by 100. It comes out to be 2 multiply 10 raised per minus 2 molar. So this is the concentration of hydronium ions or the H positive ion. Now we know that concentration of hydronium ion and concentration of hydroxide ion is equal to Kw and is equal to 10 raised to power minus 14. By putting the value of this hydronium ion, we can calculate the concentration of OH negative ion. Therefore the concentration of OH negative is equal to Kw divided by concentration of hydronium ion. Now Kw is equal to 10 raised to power minus 14 divided by concentration of hydronium ion, that is 2 multiply 10 raised to power minus 2. Therefore it comes out to be 5 multiply 10 raised to power minus 13 molar. This is the concentration of hydroxide and this is the concentration of hydronium ion. In this way we can calculate the different numerical problem based on the pH scale. Now do the numerical based on this pH scale of type 2 and type 3. This is your homework.